everyone and welcome to today's video. I'll be going through with you my March favorites and fails, so let's get into it. This video is actually going to be my February and March favorites and fails, just because I was not able to film in the end of February, beginning of the March. I was not feeling well. I had a really bad cold for the longest time, and also I started a new job in January and that's taken up a whole lot of my time. I've had very little time to film and even less time to edit, so I combined a couple of items here that I want to share with you. I'm not doing this ranking style just because it's a combination of February and March products. So let's get into it. And I'm going to start with something that is a favorite, but it's not necessarily one single product. It's this type of packaging. I have the Curology Cream Moisturizer, and then from Inky List their Peptide Moisturizer. And both of these are the perfect packaging for creams in my opinion. So they are these pump bottles that you pump from, and then the product comes out from the top. These are so great for traveling. I think they're great for vitamin C products, since vitamin C is one of those products that lose their effectiveness really fast. These kind of packaging types are perfect for that. These two are creams, and I really do enjoy this type of packaging for both of these. These are also both really nice moisturizers. This one was sent to me for review purposes. Some of these products are, but that has no bearing in my opinion about them. These are great basic moisturizers, but most of all, I love the packaging. Let's start with one type of a fail, and this is more like, you know, a caution to all you out there. If you've been eyeing this type of Q-tip holder, I would highly recommend not getting it, or at least check that this part right here is larger, because I got this thinking this would be perfect on my vanity. I put them in here, they come out of there. No, they get stuck. They don't come out of there. I end up having to open this and take the product out from there. Now the caveat is, if this part is too large, then all of them are going to come out of there. So there's really a fine line when this product will work. This one did not. I don't remember where I got this from, probably from TJ Maxx, but yeah, it's kind of a waste of my money. I should have just gotten a typical Q-tip holder. Let's stick to the fail section first. Now here's another fail product. This one was really disappointing. I've tried the Ahora. These are kind of nail stickers, but you cure them with UV light. I've tried one type before and I really did like it. A friend gave it to me. And then I purchased these from Amazon. These did not last me not even a day. They came off. And I was at an event and suddenly I noticed I lost a couple of my fingernails. So I don't know if they're on some client's papers or what, but really these did not stay not even half a day. Super disappointed, and I did like the pattern. They were easy to apply, but I don't know, did I get a bad batch? I hope so, because these were just worthless. I have a couple of more fails. Some of these are more personal fails. Like the next product, it could work for some, but maybe in a different color. This is from Benefit Cosmetics, and this is their Brow Micro-Filling Pencil in the shade Blonde. And I mean, if you get a deeper shade, maybe this will work, but really, I can barely see anything. I swatched it there, and I can't even see it. After a few uses, this felt dry. I don't know if this is just me, but the shade didn't look like much. Really, you have to be super blonde for this to show up. And also it dried up within days. So I don't recommend this. I hope I got a bad batch, because I know Benefit Cosmetics makes great products. This just wasn't one. The next sort of fail I have is something that I used to really enjoy, or I thought I did. This is from M Cosmetics, and this is their Color Drops Serum Blush. I have it in the shade Rose Milk. First of all, this shade is probably too light for most of us, unless you're so pale, and I'm pretty pale, but I could barely get this to work. Now I will say the biggest caveat of this product has probably been addressed, I think, based on other people's reviews, it's this dropper. I can't get anything out of here. I feel like I wasted my money and this was not cheap. First of all, the shade isn't perfect. It's so lightweight. I could barely get it to show, and then this dropper is just useless. As I mentioned, I think the dropper thing has fixed, but I'm not buying another one. I don't want to waste my money again. So huge disappointment. The next kind of fail is one of those products that, you know, can work for you, didn't work for me. This is also from Benefit Cosmetics, and this is their Professional Smooth Sip Lightweight Smoothing Moisturizer for Pores. I will say this is a really nice moisturizer. There's nothing wrong with the moisturizer part of it. I think the packaging is a little weird. It's kind of this metal tin. Cannot stand the way this smells. Now here's the thing. I asked a bunch of my followers on Instagram if theirs smelled too. It does not. Now when I went to Ulta's website and looked at the reviews, some people said it stank. This could just be a personal issue for me. I cannot put this on my face because it smells bad. And I can't quite pinpoint the smell, and it lingers on my skin. So even though the actual product is moisturizing and I don't mind it at all, I'm not going to use this because of the scent. Now, if you are curious about this, I would recommend trying out one at Ulta or somewhere so you can, you know, smell it and see if you like it or not. Because to me, the scent makes it not worth it. Now the last bit of a fail product I have for you is actually really beautiful. This is from Jurassic World and Profusion collab, and this is their duochrome eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Mosasaurus. Now let me swatch it for you so you know what I mean, because from the bottle this looks absolutely stunning, and when I swatch it, it is oh so beautiful. Absolutely love it. Look at that duochrome. I think that's so beautiful. It does not stay on my eyes. I cannot get it to apply so that it looks like this. It looks like a patchy mess, and it probably is just a user error. Hence, if you have any tips for me how to get this to work, please let me know, because I think this is so beautiful. It just looked really patchy. There was just a couple of flakes of glitter on my eyelids after a while, so I was just not impressed by that, but it could be application error, so let me know. The rest of the products are favorites, and I have trouble ranking these, so I'm just gonna go with them on a random order. First one, I have the only skincare item I have today. This is from First Aid Beauty, and this is their Bounce Boosting Serum with collagen and peptides. I've used half of it already. I absolutely love it. It was sent to me and it is just so good. Whatever problems I have on my skin, if my skin feels uncomfortable, this one adds so much moisture. It kind of calms my skin down. I've been loving it and basically using it every day ever since I got it. I'm a little concerned that it's so far gone though, so I seem to run through this quite fast. So that might be the only negative side of it. But as a calming, moisturizing product, this is just so good. Next up, let's get into makeup. I have one product that I recently purchased, a new one, and this is the old one, but I am going to show it to you and then declutter this one. It's just, it still works just fine. It's just getting old and I have sensitive skin. You know the drill. This is from Ace Beauté, and this is their Glimmer Shadow in the shade Cotton Candy. And oh my gosh, is this beautiful. This is my one and done eyeshadow. When I don't want to make an elaborate makeup look, this is the one I gravitate towards. I recently purchased this from BoxyCharm's website. As many of you know, BoxyCharm and Ipsy are merging, and I think BoxyCharm's Mega Shop used to be an excellent thing. You got really good deals from there, so I hope Ipsy will have something similar now that Ipsy and Boxy have joined forces, but I'll talk about that in an upcoming Ipsy video some more. But this Ace Beauté shade, so beautiful, peachy pink shimmery gold eyeshadow, my trusted one and done eyeshadow. Absolutely love this shade. Let's go with the blushes next. First up, I have from ColourPop. This is their Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Blush in the shade Drop of a Hat. I swatched it right there. It's kind of fitting the eyeshadow, But what a beautiful blush. And it doesn't look that pigmented necessarily on your skin. It is this kind of cream to powder formula. You can blend it and it looks so beautiful, but it just looks like such a lovely natural flush of pearlized blush. I don't know how better to explain it. I think this is just one of those products you need to try. I think this will work on multiple skin tones, just because on my pale skin I just have to blend it really well for it to not look too deep. But I think if you have slightly deeper skin tone, I think you will really enjoy this as well. And absolutely love the shade A Drop of a Hat. I need to look into some more of these pearlized Super Shock cheeks because they are just amazing. Another blush that I've really enjoyed is a newer one for me. This is from Essence's, their Pure Nude Baked Blush line, and this is in the shade Goldie Cassis. And I just love how unique this is. I don't really have anything quite like it. And here's that swatch. It is this kind of mauvey pink blush, and it is lovely cool toned, and it just looks so beautiful on my skin. It has a slight sheen, but it does not look glittery. It blends like a dream. I might want to get another one of these Pure Nude Baked blushes just because this one is so good. But highly recommend giving this a try, and these are just a couple of dollars. Great value. I have 3 makeup products left. Let's go with something that I've heard great things and people were absolutely right about them. This is from Lilani, and this is their highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and you know what? I love it. It is so volumizing. I don't necessarily need that much length on my lashes, but I do need the volume. My lashes are super fine, and this one adds that. The brush looks a little bit big and funky, but honestly, it just deposits the color so nicely. I have been so impressed and will repurchase after I run out of this one. The last 2 items are eyeshadow palettes that I've absolutely loved for the month of February and March. Whenever I've worn makeup, it's been one of these 2. The first one is from Huda Beauty, and this is their Rose Gold palette, and this is the remastered one. I actually love all Huda Beauty palettes, but this one was my favorite in February, and I absolutely love this shade selection. It is warmer tone, but really all these shimmers are so beautiful. Huda's shimmer formula is one of the best. Absolutely stunning. And the mattes are pigmented, easily blendable. It's just your perfect formula. And Huda Beauty's eyeshadow formula is one of my all-time favorites. I've never been disappointed. I will say some palettes do dry up rather quick compared to my other palettes, but really I still get like a couple of years of use out of them. It's not like they dry instantly. Personally, I would want them to last longer, but I'm willing to compromise on that in order to keep this lovely creamy shimmer formula. So worth it. We'll keep on repurchasing Huda's palettes as long as the formula stays this good. And the last item and palette I have for you is from Too Faced, and this is their Teddy Bear eyeshadow palette. And this just is absolutely stunning, everyday neutral palette. Whenever I have an office day at work, I usually gravitate to this or the Huda Beauty palette. That has been going on for the last 2 months pretty much. I've enjoyed both of them so much. This is slightly more muted than Huda Beauty palettes, but still so beautiful. And I love how tiny this is. I feel like this is the perfect eyeshadow palette. The only thing I haven't dared to use the teddy bear as much because I don't want that cute embossment to go away. But the rest of the shades are amazing. The shimmers are beautiful. You can create daytime, nighttime looks with this. Highly recommend this. If you're not into Too Faced anymore, this palette is worth it. So these were my February and March favorites and fails. Some amazing products, some huge fails. The fails right here, especially this one, so not worth the money. I don't think the color drops, at least the formula and packaging I have, are worth it. This one is worth it if you can handle the scent. maybe I just got a bad batch. Honestly, that could happen. This one, make sure you get one with a big enough dispenser for you to get anything out of there. I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts on this brow microfilling pen. Did it work for you? Were you able to find a shade that actually didn't dry up? Let me know. And this one, I mean, the shade is just so stunning. I just want to know how to use it because it is absolutely beautiful. And then favorite skincare products, hands down, beautiful blushes here. A mascara discovery that I waited too long to try. You guys were right, it's amazing. And then this packaging type, so good. I hope more brands come out with it. Beautiful Ace Beauté single eyeshadow, and my two favorite palettes, both amazing. So these were my favorites and fails for the month of February and March. Let us know in the comment section if you had any favorites that you'd like to share for those months, or any fails we should avoid. Let us know, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. But these were the items that I want to share with you today. I hope to upload more often now that I'm feeling better. Spring is here, maybe I won't get another cold. So stay tuned for more videos. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you subscribe. And if you like these kind of videos and want to see more of their kind, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.